Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and our Hollywood Animal series. Last episode, we finally put to rest and archived Flat Bottom. We got a couple of things done with regards to putting some editors in film school to try to boost their star value. Got a couple of movies that were released, a couple more that are on their way, right? So we don't have anything currently in writing. We do have one in pre-production that's about to start filming. We've got one in ready for distribution in 20 days. We've got one in post, two waiting in post for editors, basically. And this episode, we're going to need to get the German star in a movie, in a starring movie role, so that we can make sure that we're good with her in that kind of a movie. So that will open up additional storylines, I believe, as well. We do have the initiative for the code. So there are some banned things on the code. We did lose a friend the last episode in the district attorney. He is no longer with us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start this episode with a review of this one here. This is basically the second run. We extended the run on this one. First week we extended it. We ended up back at 100% of the 500 screenings. Our attendance is 100%. So hopefully we can continue that and continue with a profitable film there. Okay, let's see what kind of ideas we have. We have a thriller. So let's get our thriller writer on that. We've got an action, so let's get the action writer on that. What we're going to do is first time ever we actually owe money at tax time. So we're going to have a little bit of money to pay there. And we moved up. I think we were bottom the last time we saw this about a year ago. So and if you look, what's really strange is that we're the only studio around that actually had a profit. That's interesting. So the adoption of the code has been overturned, or initiative is overturned. I guess the adoption of the code went through. Maybe I don't know how that went. All right, let's see if we have anything. Okay, we've got several movies here that hit critical acclaim, so we're going to get some points for those. And several in the top 10 fan favorites, so that's a good thing. We're going to get some points for that. You can see now my highest was a 6.6, but we've got some movies up here that are not 6.6s. Interesting. Yeah, so head of post-production, he's going to level up. We're going to do the speed up to the lot. Wow, head of distribution and production. All the heads got a considerable point boost. Struggle for better life, so he goes that for himself. Post-production upgrade, the Superior Sound Studio, and we'll talk about that when we go to post, what that means for us now. Fast Track Studio. The sound studio works 25% faster. Professional post-production facilities develop films in high quality. Do this, and let's use some of this to speed that up. We're going to speed that up. We're going to do the improved development of the film quality. We're going to get that underway. We do have a thriller. You know what? Our thriller writer is already writing. So let's do this. We're going to do another adventure movie, I think. How about this? Adventure in Paradise. We'll name it. And what we're going to do is this is an adventure action drama. So that's how we're going to do it that way. This is going to be, again, on a tropical island. The protagonist here, though, we're going to make is an ambitious woman this time around. the antagonist. So now that we've gone through the code, you can see if you use these, the first time you're likely going to be warned, right? And nudity was one of them. Vivid violence was one of them. Fighting the hypocrisy of American life, and alcohol, the spirit of freedom. So those themes and elements are no longer good, along with the corrupt official element. So that element is no longer good. So we'll need to find something there. See, and this is a tropical island. This is an evil monster is what we're looking for there. No, maybe a sidekick, I guess. And let's see, what are we doing here with this one? This is going to be, so we're on a tropical island. It's an adventure action drama. Adventure, little bit of action, maybe a shootout with the evil monster, maybe. Shootout with the evil monster and the antagonist gets killed, maybe. How about that? So, and then what we're going to do, we'll have him write it. And this will then hopefully, if it's a good enough script, and hopefully it will be because we've got basically our best writer on it, that'll be the one that we put the German actress in. So we went from a 7 to a 7.8. That is huge. Unfortunately, we went the other way on the artistic score. So pre-production got another level. So he leveled up. We missed on cinematographer and locations on that one. All right. So let's get security on that. Okay, we're staying at 100%. So we're doing good here with this one. So as this one comes out, this one we'll end this one. New genre received, science fiction. 1935, we're now able to start writing science fiction movies. New publication has begun writing about cinema. Aliens from distant planets and mutants from the depths of the sea, unknown worlds, and amazing scientific discoveries. Observe the latest marvels in cinema and literature from the high towers of the Keep. So the Keep is the magazine. They're writing about cinema, basically the sci-fi aspect. So he established himself as alcohol, the spirit of freedom, which we can't use anymore. I don't know why he did that, but. And we're ready to release. The sheriff must intervene. This one, don't think I want to extend it. Yeah, because the first 2 weeks I'd have to rent screenings, and there's no point in renting 100 screenings. It would cost me more to rent than I'd make. It was profitable. So we did get money from it. Not as profitable as probably I had hoped, but so here's our next movie, The Sheriff Must Intervene. 3 stars, 2 stars for Thrilling Crimes, of 5 stars from Bone Grinder. It is a B+ movie, so this is going to be another one that's should, and I say should because I've seen weirder things happen, but it should do pretty well in the box office. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is also one where we rented additional theaters. We did here, theater rentals. So we rented additional theaters, at least for the first week. Now, it did cost us almost $750,000 to produce this movie. So that was not cheap. And we have Flower Monster in another 20 days that'll be ready to go towards distribution. We've got a couple of movies up here in the wings waiting for Flower Monster in order for me to get a editor on this. Okay, so we're at a Pollux Awards for 1935, and let's see which one we want to put forth. This one was our best artistic score. I think we're going to go with that one. Best cinematographer, I think, is pretty much the cinematographer we always use. No, maybe not. So we're going to take a look through all of these. Okay, so cinematography for the blank movie, maybe. Cinematography for Drink from My Skull. That's a different cinematography. That's right. Yeah. Cinematographer. And he's our best, I think. 7'4". Yeah. I think he's probably the best one. I think what we're going to do, probably put in Drink from My Skull. Because he's a 7'4". Oh, here we go. Luther Daniels. All right. So I don't know that he's still with us as an employee, but we'll see. Yes, I would need cash. And I don't have points to open up another best cinematography. So actor, supporting character. So I don't think we can go with a supporting. See who we got here. So we had a 6'9" over here on this one, 6'8" on this one, 6'8", and 5'0", 6'9". I think he was our best actor, but yeah, we'll give it. I don't know that he's going to win it. Best actress, May Lo at an 8'4". Yeah, we're going to go here. Best director, what number was that? Yeah, Flat Bottom. Try Flat Bottom on that one as well. Best screenplay, go with Flat Bottom on that one too. There we go. So we'll see if we win another Pollux Award or two. Hopefully we will. That would give us a little bit of a boost. Okay, so we dropped all the rental screenings. We did have 100% attendance in all of our screenings in that week. We did drop all of the rentals, but we maxed on ours. And we still only filled 71% of the seats. Now we were the number one movie last week with The Sheriff Must Intervene, but hopefully, okay, we didn't get best film nomination. We did get our cinematography nomination. So we got bonuses here already for the nomination. Our actor did not get it. Our actress did. So again, we got bonuses there. Our director did. Our screenplay did. So we have everything but something in the best film. We have a chance to win several. We have a chance to win several Pollux Awards this year. 7-2 directing 6 months off your. I don't have you on time, I don't think. All right, so we did drop screenings and we dropped pretty big on the audience here as well. We're probably going to make money with this movie, and I don't have anything else set to be ready for distribution quite yet because this is going to take at the very minimum 30 days. But we have a 7.0 in post-production. We took it down to a 6.9, so that's not too terribly bad. But we dropped from a 5.0 to a 4.6. We just can't get that post-production right for some reason. That's That one there has a flower on it. Let's use that one. Let's do this. Let's do this again on this movie here. This is a little bit of a lesser movie, but we'll try this. Because again, we don't have another, just in case I need to extend it. And we're down under 300,000 in the bank. Okay, this one's getting ready to go to post. Okay, 48. Okay, so I'm going to extend this one. We did 1,200 screens there. We're going to go 1,000 screens there. We don't need those. We're going to go 750 screens and 500 screens to close it out. We'll see how that works. We're going to continue our ad run for another 3 weeks. Cost us some money. You're a cinematographer. That's a 5.0, but you're dirt cheap. So you are getting an extension. And just under $12,000 for 3 movies. So there's no reason not to keep him. Missing pages. This was our mediocre script at best. Yeah. So this is just we're going to try to do everything basically as quick on this one as we can. I'm not going to waste him on that one. So that one's going to stay. Because he needs to work on this one. Okay, so remember we did the research for the improved studio. So this is where this comes into play, right? In the past, we were at a medium. If you take a look back, roll back a couple of movies in the post-production, you'll see this actually said medium quality. It now says high quality, and the days really didn't increase by much. If it did, a day or two, but we're now looking at high quality sound recording. That may actually help a movie that's on the verge, basically. We'll get that one going. Don't think we have an editor here for this. He's still in training. Oh, he has 28 days left. We might be able to get him to edit this in just about another month. Production department finished the emergency search for a double. So, and now we have the flexible schedule option that I think we're going to research that. We're just back under $1 million again in our bank. We haven't gotten another week, or now we got another week of ticket sales in. So we went back up, right? We're back up to 69%. We did drop screenings, but we're now well profitable in this movie, and we're still going. 69% is not bad. Don't know that we'll extend it any further, but not bad. Problem is we don't have anything in pre-production at this point. So we don't have anything getting ready to be filmed. Okay, we did drop off now to 30%, and we did drop 200 screenings. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so here's our awards. And again, we can't fast forward through any of these. There's no clicking of the mouse or anything like that to fast forward through these, but it usually doesn't last very long. It's a couple of awards given out. And remember, the only one we're not in is for... I thought we had one in for Best Actor. Well, I guess not. Best Actress. May Low for Flat Bottom. Nope. So now her happiness is going to go down. Best Director for Flat Bottom. Nope. We're 0 for 2 so far. So Best Screenplay, Flat Bottom again is in there now. He wasn't... Nope. He wasn't employed by us, but he gave us the script. We've gone 0 for 3 so far. Cinematographer, Flat Bottom. Nope. So we went over on our awards. We didn't win not a single one of the awards that we actually were a finalist in. That's rather unfortunate, as we don't get any additional points for that. Holy cow. All right. All right, so our protection from raids has expired. We're going to probably renew that here momentarily. Just taking a look here at the attendance numbers for the sheriff must intervene. We're going to probably end distribution here on this at the end of this run. Will be a couple of weeks probably without a movie in theaters. Yeah, we're definitely falling off here. So this one is going to come to an end, and again, we'll be a couple of weeks without a movie in the theater. There's no point in keeping that going. It was profitable, so we're going to get the points for it. We're going to get a little, the rest of the money, but we're still sitting under $1 million. We don't have anything but one movie filming. We don't have anything in pre-production. Okay, so this was our editor. So he ranked up. His skill level increased to a 4.6. He was a 3.6. Now we've got an editor here, 4.6. We've got a 3.7 composer we're going to put on it. I don't want to spend any money on this movie. I don't want to spend money on the movie. So let's get that one going. Now, the other thing was that I didn't think about. We probably 240 days for this composer. Let's get him going. I don't even know that we've used him, but maybe once or twice. So, okay, we've got a new script in. So unless it's a real stinker, and it doesn't appear to be because it's a 7 and a 6.6. So this is going to go straight to pre-production. So our script writer leveled up as well. So that's pretty nice. I think, yeah, this is the ambitious woman. So this is the one that's going to complete our task. So let's get a good cinematographer. He's a 7.0, and we've got him for at least another year. We're going to put this on the big sound stage. And all 2-star areas, locations, that film technology, that sound technology, plenty of extras, costumes and props, plenty of crew. We're going to try to make this the best movie we can. Fortunately, don't have any 7 producers or better. Let's see if we can find one that's fairly inexpensive out here. He's not bad. And we're going to use him. We're going to get him for one movie. $30K for a movie. Little on the high side, but want at least a 7.0. And we're going to get this guy here for the director. Okay, so this is the German lady. I think this is the German. Yeah. Work status 3. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. So for sidekick on a 7.0 movie is going to be this guy here. The evil monster is going to be this guy here, so that we've got pretty high level folks in that movie. We need to have it released within another 300 and something days, I think is what it was, right? This one cost us over $750,000 to produce, and it's coming out as a C+. So this one probably will not be profitable. I mean, 2-3 stars, sure, but I just don't. I mean, it's a C+ movie. We got a couple folks here that are maxed out, or one maxed out and one got a level. Producer got a level. We rented theaters. So that's part of that $750,000, more than $750,000. I just don't see how we're going to make that back, but we'll see. All right, we've got another script, not as good, but decent. It's a 5 and a 5. So I don't think we have actors, though, to start that project. So I'm going to shelve it for now. And okay, so this one, all right. So even though we had additional screenings, we still were 100% and we're the #1 movie of the week. So hopefully, if we continue down that similar path and that kind of trajectory, then maybe we will do okay on that movie. We've got, all right, headquarters. See what we need, all we have. Okay, so look at the 5 film contract. We'll work towards that. And another script. It's also a 5 and a 5. All right, so this one too will get shelved. And I think now let's see if we've got any ideas out here. We've got a thriller, so let's get the thriller writer writing that. I don't think we have any freelance to do. Well, we do, but $200,000, not a $53,000. What else do we have? We have comedy. There was some comedy writers in there, I think. Yeah, comedy. You know what? Let me see what you got, kid. So that was the first time we went to the freelancers to write us a movie. So, and now we have a drama, and I don't think we don't have anybody else. We got historical and romance. Not gonna historical. I don't think is gonna happen. I don't remember seeing that in here. 21,000, but he's at 3.6, so I'm gonna pass on that as well. So we do have a couple scripts being written, one in pre-production. This one coming out of post. Again, almost $750,000. We're going to have to find somewhere where we get money. We've got a loan to pay off here in a couple of years. This movie took a bit of a dive here. Everyone's maxed out except for a couple of folks. So with that poster out over Labor Day, yes, maybe rent more screens. Maybe. I don't know if this is a good enough movie to rent additional screens or not, but we're going to give it a shot. And going to get that set. And once we're done here, I'll take a look and see what else we got going on. But I think at that point we'll probably be done with this episode so we don't get too long. Composer had some unusual ideas for the score. Instead of a violin, he wants to record crowing roosters, and in place of drums, he's asked for human skull bone. Raises the artistic appeal, lowers the film's commercial appeal. Commercial, well, maybe it'll make it even. Who knows? All right, and do we have an editor here for this one? We do. So let's get him on that. Get this one set up for post-production. So I think get one more week, maybe of Flower Monster. Okay, get one more week of results in with Flower Monster, and then we'll call it an episode. Adventuresome. We started off at a 7.8. We took it back up to an 8.0 out of 8, and a 6.8 to a 7. So that is awesome. We're going to be renting some theaters for that one. A couple of new levels for some actors. Everyone was happy. So, and we don't have an editor right now, so that one's going to stay in the can. Okay, but now we have nothing in production at this point, right? We've got one in pre-production. We've got this one out at theaters. We've lowered the screenings again, but we've also lowered the attendance. And I don't think this is going to make us any money. And boy, with that score there, I sure thought it would. I think what we'll do is we'll end it here. Still have our editor in film school for another 26 days. Our composer in there for 211 days, hoping to raise his score by 2 points. We do not have... Let me do this before we leave. Okay, we've got protection from raids back on again. We're in the poorhouse, and we've got 40 days before this one hits theaters. So we're not in a good position here. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to end it here. The Adventure in Paradise, which is 12 days away from production, will meet this task here. The 320 days left to get Sybil Riedler in a movie in 2 years as the lead. Again, we're going to stop here. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Hope you come back for the next episode. Thanks for watching.